I think I spent about 6 months
Hmm.
reading, researching, mainly drew from the work of Bruce Perry, Bessel
Mm.
van der Kolk, Dan Hughes, um, some others as well, Sandra Bloom, certainly, in terms of how they made sense of what you needed to actually do
Yeah.
in working with kids.
Mm.
Put that together with my own experience, reading, etc., um, and wrote a proposal for a model.
Hmm.
And then we sent it to the two regions who were going to fund it and operate it. And, that's nerve wracking because you spend all this time reading, putting together, writing, and it was a massive thing to write. Like it was,
Mm.
you know, really A, important, and B, had to be very precise and grounded in evidence. Um, and that was when I read the book and used the writing from the Cotswold community people
Yeah.
and beyond. Um, and they came back to us having read it and said, "We love it. It's what we want. It is exactly what we want."
Mm.
So this was my second baby. I already had a daughter, one daughter. So this was like my third baby, really.
Mm.
And again, I couldn't not do it, really. It was
Mm.
like, really? No, come on. So then I went into the role of being the founding manager.
Of Hurstbridge Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, Colby, because people, because we called it Hurstbridge Farm, because it
Mm.
was 33 acres with animals on it, people think that it's the farm environment that
Mm.
is the key, but it's not.
So relationships.
Relationships.
Mm.
um, and the freedom to trial what seems to work in other settings,
Hmm.
see if it works in this setting. We also had fabulous backing to do
Mm.
it at head office level. And I will mention names because I think they deserve to be mentioned.
Sure.
The minister at the time was a guy called Gavin Jennings, who was a social
Mm.
worker
Hmm.
and totally understood what the model was and what we were trying to do.
Hmm.
So he was really, really fantastic to have in that role. And the bureaucrat who sat above this and sanctioned all of it is a guy called David Clements,
Hmm.
who repeatedly said, "Oh, I don't really understand all this." I mean, he's a social worker. Um, and he does understand it, but he said, "I just, I have my faith and trust in the people who are doing it." And I repeatedly over time have said to him, "Yeah, but, you know, there you go, Dave." You also understood what we were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think he's a bit too modest. That's why I named
Mm.
because he should take a bow. He made it happen,
Mm.
and he had a. If you think of that first cohort of eight kids who came through the farm, he had a direct impact on their lives, whether he acknowledges it or not,
And their children.
because he supported it.
Yeah. And their
Uh,
children and their
and that,
grandchildren.
yes, absolutely right.
Mm.
Absolutely right, down through the
Mm.
generations.
Yeah.
Um, and a fairly high percentage in the region of 65 to 75% of
Mm.
those young people showed clear improvements in
Hmm.
their lives, like an upward trajectory,
Mm.
when a comparison group of kids over the same period either plateaued and stayed troubled
Yeah.
or got worse.
Or got worse. Yeah.
So there's a fabulous diagram in
Mm.
that report, which is called the Verso Evaluation of Therapeutic Residential Care Violence. Um, it's just there. It's a little, very simple graph that they've done,
Mm.
but it's like,
Yeah, so it just changed the trajectory, didn't it?
yeah, the
In
trajectory.
figuratively and actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I say the original staff,
Mm.
um, are still in contact with many of those kids.
Mm.
And people used to say to me at the start, well, what are you aiming for with these kids? And I would say an ordinary life,
Mm.
because an ordinary life is the great aspiration for
Yeah.
children who've experienced trauma.
Mm. In
What
their
they do with it
families.
after that, that's up to them. You know,
Mm.
they have the wherewithal by that stage. But an ordinary life is good enough for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And I used to say, well, just an ordinary life. And many of them, most of them, in fact, have an ordinary life.
Beneath the twilight sky, shadows gently sigh. Stars begin